You have been told that patience is a virtue, but in the realm of manifestation, patience is often just a delay you impose upon yourself. What if I told you that the distance between you and your greatest desire isn't time, but a single radical shift in perception? You are currently trapped in a simulation of waiting, repeating the same loops of lack day after day, while the exit door has been unlocked the entire time. Most people spend their lives begging the mirror to change. Today, we shatter the mirror. By the end of this video, you will understand why every thought you think is instantly real in the quantum field, and exactly how to walk the invisible bridge to the life that is already yours. You believe you are waiting for a manifestation, but this is the great illusion of the senses that keeps you trapped in a loop of wanting rather than having. The truth, the one that shakes the foundations of your logical mind, is that manifestation does not happen in the future. It happens in the eternal now. The very moment a desire is clearly defined in your imagination, creation is finished. The moment you dare to assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, the act of creation is essentially complete in the fourth dimension. You are not creating something from nothing. You are selecting a reality that already exists, waiting for your attention to animate it. The delay you perceive is merely the time it takes for your consciousness to adjust to this new frequency. But in the eyes of the I Am, it is done. This process requires a radical shift in how you perceive action, dividing the work into two distinct yet inseparable movements of consciousness. First, there is the clear, unshakable formulation of the intention, the brazen impudence to claim, I am that which I want to be, right here, right now, without physical evidence. Second, and this is where most fail, is the complete and total abandonment of the how. You must let go of the means of delivery with the same certainty that you drop a letter in the mailbox, knowing it is no longer your burden to carry. You do not dictate the route, you only dictate the destination. When you try to figure out the how, you are stepping out of the state of the wish fulfilled and back into the state of lack, effectively canceling your own command. Understand this. The techniques you obsess over, the scripting, the visualizations, the affirmations whispered in the dark, are not magic wands that force the universe to bend. They are merely tools to focus your wandering mind, anchors to stabilize your attention within the feeling of the wish fulfilled. The power is not in the technique. The operant power is you. It is the clarity of your intention and the naturalness of your acceptance that moves mountains. If you script from a place of desperation, you manifest more desperation. But if you use these tools to simply remind yourself of who you have already become in imagination, then they serve their purpose. You do not do the technique to get the thing. You do it to inhabit the state where the thing already exists. When you finally grasp that the intention itself is the creative act, a profound silence settles over your restless mind. You stop looking for signs on the outside because you have found the reality on the inside. The outer world is a delayed mirror, clumsy and slow, reflecting what you were yesterday, but your consciousness is the pen writing tomorrow. You must stop waiting for the reflection to smile before you do. You smile first, you assume the state first, and the mirror has no choice but to reflect it back to you. This is the law. This is the mechanics of the instant. The moment you feel it as true, really true, the transaction is sealed in the depths of your being. However, do not mistake this inner completion for passivity. It is an active, dynamic stillness. It is the high voltage of faith that knows the inevitable must come to pass. You walk through your day not hoping it happens, but wondering at the marvel that it is already done. This shift from hoping to get to knowing I have is the key that unlocks the door. You are no longer a beggar at the gates of life. You are the master, issuing commands through the silent language of assumption. And once that command is issued, the universe begins its work. But that's only the surface. Once the intention is set, you trigger what Neville called the bridge of incidents. This is not a metaphor. It is a literal, invisible chain of events that connects your current physical reality to the fulfillment of your desire. You do not build this bridge, you walk across it. The moment you enter the state of the wish fulfilled, the entire universe conspires to weave a tapestry of circumstances, people, and events, the orchestration of the divine, to bring your assumption into hardening into fact. It is automatic. It is relentless. It is the external intention of the cosmos aligning with your inner selection. You must understand that this bridge forms immediately. The very second you accept your desire as a present fact, the bridge is paved. It might start with a phone call, a chance meeting, a lost job, or a sudden inspiration. To the unawakened eye, these events seem random, chaotic, or even unfortunate. But to the one who knows the law, every single incident is a necessary stone in the path. You are being moved. You are being compelled. The universe is shifting people and mountains to make way for your assumption. Your only job is to keep your feet moving and your heart anchored in the end. This phenomenon, which some call synchronicity, is actually the logical unfolding of your fourth-dimensional self arranging the third-dimensional world. It is unavoidable. Once the seed is dropped into the fertile soil of the subconscious, the harvest is inevitable. You cannot stop it, and you do not need to help it. Many get lost here because they try to force the events, creating resistance. They try to lay the bricks of the bridge themselves, not realizing that the bridge is already there, invisible, waiting for the weight of their faith to make it solid. The bridge does not care about your logic or your timeline. It operates on the path of least resistance. It will use your friends, your enemies, your successes, and your failures to get you to your goal. Nothing is wasted. Even the things that look like obstacles are often the quickest shortcuts, guided by an intelligence far superior to your conscious reasoning. When you understand the bridge of incidents, you stop judging appearances. You realize that the bad news might be the very thing that pivots you toward your fortune. You become an observer of the unfolding, trusting that the script has already been written by your assumption. As you walk this bridge, you will feel a sense of, it couldn't have happened any other way. That is the hallmark of the naturalness of the law. It will seem so natural that you might be tempted to say it would have happened anyway. But you, the awakened one, you will know. You will know that this invisible chain of events was forged in the fires of your own imagination. In that quiet moment when you dared to believe, here's what changes everything. This bridge always, without exception, takes the shortest, safest, and most natural route to your goal. Your conscious mind, with its limited perspective, plans a route based on past experiences and fear. It thinks you need to work harder, struggle more, or manipulate others. But the I am within you sees the entire landscape. It sees the connections you cannot see. It knows the shortcut that looks like a dead end to the mortal eye. To trust the invisible path is to resign from the position of general manager of the universe and accept your role as the selector of the destination. You will encounter seemingly random meetings, strange coincidences, and events that defy statistical probability. Do not brush them off. This is the bridge manifesting beneath your feet. Sometimes the bridge requires you to lose something to gain everything. A relationship ends, a door closes, money is lost. Panic is the reaction of the sleeper. The awakened imagination stays calm, knowing that this clearing away is essential for the new construction. You do not need to see the entire staircase. You only need to take the step that is illuminated right in front of you. Your logic will scream. It will tell you that you are going the wrong way, that it's taking too long, that you are deluding yourself. Logic is the echo of the past. Imagination is the voice of the future. When you are on the bridge, you must turn a deaf ear to the rational mind that tries to analyze the how. The logistics are not your responsibility. The ways and means are unknowable to the conscious mind until they have unfolded. Your responsibility is singular. Maintain the feeling of the wish fulfilled. If you attempt to control the path, you disrupt the flow. You create unnecessary detours. Trusting the invisible path means entering a state of surrender, not giving up on the desire, but giving up the control over how it arrives. It is a state of knowing. It is the deep, quiet confidence of the farmer who knows the seasons. He does not pull up the shoot to see if it has roots. He trusts the earth. You must trust the bridge. It is carrying you, even when you feel like you are falling. The universe has infinite ways to bring your desire to you, ways that you could never plot in a million years. Why limit the infinite to your tiny understanding? Why insist it comes through the front door when the universe wants to tear down the wall and build you a palace? Walk the path with the swagger of one who already owns the world, because in your imagination you do. And as you walk, the stones will appear. Now go deeper. Think of your intention as a seed. This is the most potent metaphor Neville ever gave us. A seed contains the entire blueprint of the tree, the trunk, the branches, the leaves, the fruit, all folded into a tiny speck of potential. Once you plant this seed in the darkness of your subconscious mind through feeling, it has its own appointed hour to sprout. It contains within itself the power to fulfill itself. It does not need your help to grow. It needs your non-interference. What is interference? Doubt, fear, impatience. Constantly digging up the seed to see if it's growing. When you question the process, when you look at your 3D reality and despair because it's not here yet, you are essentially poisoning the soil. You are planting new seeds, seeds of lack, seeds of failure, which the subconscious, being impartial, will also begin to grow. This is why you feel stuck. You are planting a rose in the morning and stomping on it by the evening. You must leave it alone. Let the darkness of the subconscious do its work. There is a period of gestation for every desire. For a baby, it is 9 months. For a thought, it might be hours or days. You do not know the appointed hour, but the seed does. During this time, reality might seem to contradict your desire. The furniture of your life is being rearranged to make space for the new guest. It might look messy. It might look like chaos. This is not the time to react. It is the time to persist. Non-interference means observing the chaos without accepting it as final. It means holding the vision even when the world denies it. If you react negatively to the intermediate steps, you abort the manifestation. You cut the bridge. You must become indifferent to the delay. Indifference is a high spiritual state. It says, I know it is done, so I am not moved by appearances. When you operate from this state, you allow the seed to break the shell and push through the soil. The pressure you feel is not the end. It is the breakthrough. You must realize that the subconscious is a faithful servant. It accepts whatever you impress upon it with feeling. If you impress it with, I am wealthy, and then spend the day worrying about a bill, you are a double-minded man, and a double-minded man receives nothing. Consistency is the key. Not the consistency of physical action, but the consistency of inner mood. Don't disturb the seed. Let it be. It knows what to do. Here is the final truth. The only place you can walk this bridge effectively is in the present moment. The past is a memory. The future is a fantasy. The power is in the now. Living fully in the present minimizes resistance. When you are constantly projecting into the future, waiting for the big event, you create a gap of separation. That gap is filled with anxiety. But when you bring the feeling of the wish fulfilled into the now, you close the gap. You collapse time. By staying in the present and entering states of flow, you get out of your own way. You stop overthinking. You allow the subconscious, that higher intelligence, to handle the complex details. You breathe. You exist. You enjoy the life you have while knowing the greater life is unfolding. This is the paradox of the law. You must desire the change, yet be perfectly content in the now, knowing the change is inevitable. This balance destroys resistance. True magic occurs when you detach from the desperate need to control the outcome. Desperation is a repellent. It screams, I don't have it. Gratitude, peace, and presence scream, I have it. When you focus on maintaining a balanced internal state in the present, you become a conduit for the power. You are not forcing, you are allowing. You are floating downstream, not swimming upstream against the current of events. The how is none of your business. Your business is the who. Who are you right now? Are you the victim waiting for a rescue? Or are you the God player, resting in the Sabbath, knowing the work is done? The present moment is where you try on this new identity. Wear it like a suit of clothes. If it feels tight, wear it until it feels natural. So stop trying to get it. You cannot get what you already are. Stop looking for the exit to the simulation. You are the projector of the simulation. Change the film in the projector. Change your assumption in the present moment, and the screen of space must change to match it. This is the only way out. The exit is in. The simulation only holds power over you when you forget who you are. But now you remember. You are not merely a character in the movie. You are the writer, the director, and the screen itself. The waiting is over, because the separation is gone. The bridge is built. So I ask you, now that you hold the pen of creation, what is the very first scene you will write? Do not ask for it. Command it. Tell me your decree in the comments below. Subscribe and turn on notifications because you are just waking up. And the next video will show you how to bend reality even further. Click it now. Your new world is waiting.